So Friday night Smackdown, it was I think it was I think Smackdown was a really good show tonight. So if you want to subscribe any channel if you want to subscribe to, so I got a second channel. There's a second channel on the top below my screen. So if you want to subscribe, you get one membership, but my my descriptions below on my screen. So let's go to live right here tonight on Smackdown. We will break down tonight. So after when Solid Flair we take on Sonya and Sonya Vega. So obviously after an announcement shots of superstars, obviously walking backstage we saw Jimmy Priest's attack of Drew McIntyre was backstage after when we went to that area and Jimmy Stratton made her way out to give a promo. It looked about a minute. It was before Miss Bliss to interrupt her. So I think it didn't take that long for Solid Flair to join them. I just he got a ton of heat from the crowd as he spoke, and this was a pretty major announcement that ended. After when Tiffy was leaving his credit came out, I posted a qualifying match with Charlotte Flair and Vega. So obviously all three women's trade moves for a couple of minutes. So I bet nobody could get a clear open hand. I each competitor had these moments of a throwing. So obviously that never seemed to last more than a minute. While the piece was quick, it felt like there was a lack of choosing the moves in each spot. Ajit was and done as a part of a possible squash, so 19 failed. Ajit it was surprising to see us three talented wrestlers have a match like this. Ajit it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. I just took the last few minutes to pick up a quote, and if anyone came close to winning at different points, but is it going to end? And so just go to the win into on a spot in the Money Bank match. And the winner of this match is Sonya. So I just said once, it will be funny whenever mention a name of the city they will and it got a booed from the crowd. Argument Charlotte Flair, his robe had evil like Disney Queen flaps. So I think it was hard to even hear Sunny Vegas music, but not because of the crowd. It was I just played way too low. I just said a neck was a clockwork Sonya that was looked way too slow to Charlotte Flair was screaming in pain. Pretty well to sell Sonya wings of on submission. And next match we got Chris Sabin goes one-on-one against Tommaso Ciampa. I just said a second match on this week, so I was for Chris Sabin taking on Tommaso Ciampa, but Alex Sadick in Santiago were also at the ringside. After when Chris Sabin got the better of Ciampa during the Charlie exchange, but a former NXT champion was and tap into so aggressive he was no for it to take its role. I think this was a fun back and forth contest between two guys. I who know each other pretty well, and they focus mostly on personal offense in the struggles, but I when considered news a couple of high flying moves and to add some astronomy. I when Alex said he took a running boot that was met for considering doing the person from Gallo and had Simba fight a knee surgery, and to when Candace LeRae attacked considering from behind and was allowing Simba to hit a running knee for the win. And the winner of this match is Tommaso Ciampa. So I when Dana White had a video assessment that was pretty good. I when Tommaso Ciampa is always great with his promos. I one of many acts to have been given a worst theme songs instead of like their own songs was responded in every way. I didn't consider somehow must to fix it. His sizzle and takedown my own move after it looked like he wanted to get his leg hooked around Simba's head and was impulsive. So in the next match I got it was a secret habits which had gone missing and be flab. So argument Demi Priest and Drew McIntyre got into an over brawl as an Eddie after commits a break. After that, Archer was clear things up when Papa Levin and Abba Father came out with us agreeing. Archer by their side to take on Missing in the flab in a tag match that was booked. Archer was following a backstage brawl into Papa Levin and Abba Father took 12 almost eliminating in calling the flab for the song double teams asses. Into which Mason got a hot tag and took it both opponents had something green tied to Paulie Strass's Vega to sew up and to take her out. After when Mason and B Flab scored the win and went back to back of Predators on Alpha. This match wasn't very long, but it was distant for what it was. So in the winner of this match is B Flab and Missing. After winning second fight 2 was shown in Tony CC Mattolo that he does not see him has a family but Solo Sokoa tried to play the peacemaker. Argument B Flab keeps improving, but if he could lose some time in NXT. In the next match, we got tag team match. They got second fight 2. It's CC Matalo, which they got Semi Uso, A-Way, Phoenix. Argument second fight 2. It's CC Matalo without the force for the tag team match against Semi Uso, A-Way, Phoenix. Argument Sokoa was at the ringside to watch his team. I get to see whether they could work together, but second fight 2 and Big Sam was starting for their teams. Argument Solo kept trying to tell Sammy also he should return to the family and see and tag himself in before. Archer but just content was made and had it stood down with Say Goodbye To. Ajay went seemingly also tried to take advice, but Ajay was quickly grounded by CC Machado and Ray Phoenix and seemingly also worked together to take out of both guys. Ajay with a high-flying cross crew, a lot of time was spent making sure and we knew CC Machado and Say Goodbye To did not get along. That was the main story of this match. So I just felt the outcome almost felt scary, and this was a decent battle, but over then, I just felt also the stunts of Ray Phoenix and pulled it off. It was simple. CC Mattel was ended up hitting his finisher on Simi also was in the win. I did this seem to shock when Sosakura. So in the middle of this match, Signify 2 and Stacey Mattel. So I did read this for your package of Linda de Tasma had a figure package that to impel the Ruby in Athens that was collide. I just a cross grew from Ray Phoenix. I just was awesome. He only got a couple of, but the speed made it look like more. So speaking of R2, it talks of John Cena. He said, after when R2 came out to get a promo about facing John Cena on site Saturday, he said, the man he is a fight is not said the same man. He undersized, and so the crowd would give him some what sense. But R2 did a decent job and controlling the crowd giving some pops along the way. I think this was the most my time for R2. It was had a, what could be used in his upcoming match against John Cena would be his biggest spotlight in years. So let's hope he pulls it off tomorrow night as a Saturday night main event. So I do it, it's no matter what ridiculous stuff like WWE gave him to do, it's possible not to like R-Truth. So after when R-Truth said, you know, I had to save John Cena and I want to be my childhood hero. It's not my hero anymore. When R2 said, I want all John Cena back. That's what he told, what he said. So, I was thinking about R2, his childhood of the hero of John Cena. He's not my hero. That's what R2 said. So we got Money Bank in qualified match. We got every night. We take on Austin Black. We take on Shinsuke Nakamura. So I just admits if Money Bank qualified was up next. I just with Black and Nakamura are in every night competing for one of the open spots at fourth. And went Black and every night was formed a beef earlier to take out Shinsuke Nakamura, was leaving them to focus on East over for a little while. So after it was nobody seemed to have a clear advice or anyone else, I just thought it was pretty hard to tell and who was going to win until going to end was made it more was engaging. After with Black and Sasuke Nakamura both incorporating martial arts into their style, and with every night almost felt like I'm just an odd man out in this match. But they all did a good job working together to make this fun. So after when every night was able to lose Black out of the ring, after hit Black Mask to Sasuke Nakamura with his finisher to get the win and move to Money in the Bank. And the winner of this match is LA Knight. Yeah. So, I admit Sasuke Nakamura has such a cool character work. It still feels like WWE doesn't quote know what to do with him. So, I admit this character stuff, like when WWE has booking him, so I was thinking about WWE character decisions to make was to do with him. So yeah, so let's be honest with that. So every night almost slipped when he jumped to the top rope for the sevenplex, but he in Black saved it. So here's the main event. So still got such three profits. We take on Lemmy Russo and Xion. After this week, in the main event, we saw Lemmy Russo and Xion to take on Marcus Ford and Izzy Dawkins for the WWE Tag Team Championships. After the match started with about 20 minutes left into the show, and so they had plenty of time to make sure they made it as has entertaining has their horsley previews encounters. Izzy Dawkins opposed Xion to send the match and complements his strength during their lock up has Money Ford taunt him from an apron. After they quickly taunt up Tony, it made this says it competitive has their last match. And Dawkins played a great bass with the high falls into a while Martin Ford was able to keep up with the increasing exciting speed because at a return. After both teams became close to winning major finals, but after a few close the calls their lie, and Candice LeRae went to see the winning. After when some Macho Machine Guns came out to fight them at the ringside, and Ford took out all four men with a hang dive. Also had Ford prepare for his first blast. After the lights went out, it was went out when they came back on. It was about 6 when he entered the ring. After they took out anyone to make the match a no contest, even with a dirty ending. This was a lot of fun to end. So in this match, it was no contest, just match. And it was an interesting moment with the Profits in South Dakota backstage earlier in the show. I knew, but it might not lead to anything in second part 2 was shown, being told. As was in a Money Bank qualifier next week, thanks to South Dakota. As was asking Nick artists, and part 2 was very happy and told Solo he loves him schoolly. I just said away if he's so exciting to some a double team moves, spotty design for a fighting colossal opponents is awesome. In the final world. And the Friday Smackdown we saw every night included a qualified for the money bank matches in a few of the departments, but I think for the most part of this was I just suggested of a full episode on Sunday night main event was addressed mostly with our truth promo. I just so it doesn't feel as it with Jelly Reed was having it the same way with a POE. I just imagine we got with all to anything, but once again, and you went such deep profits in many places exciting still, so mentioned performance. Jelly Reed has found some new special but such real, exciting, universal, and they have worked with every single team, and they have fought, and they continue to be one of the biggest highlights on the Blue Brand every week. So I was an Indian so there's a return of the White 6. I just seems to connect they may go after the attack titles, but the Physical Science has an argument for deserving all a shot at the goal, so let's hope they get a rematch at some point. So let's go my YouTube community poll for a night. So give me 1 second here, guys. So let's go my YouTube community poll for a night. So if you like this Smackdown review tonight, please like, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up for this review tonight. So Smackdown was really good show tonight. I loved it. So guys, let me see here. It says 75% like the show tonight, 25% is right, 80% didn't like it. So let's go my X poll on Twitter. So let's go my X poll in a minute. So we got 50% like the show tonight on Smackdown, 50% is right, and 50% didn't like it. So Smackdown was great show tonight. I love it. So give me a second here. So let me see for more. I was surprised that Riot 6 is up now back when it has so Okahi's mask. So I just said on the mask it was bronchitis. Between the mask. So yes, it was crazy. So I just said a Riot 6 brought out a birthday cake of candle on Bray Wyatt's birthday. My family just Smackdown return tonight. So I think it's funny when Bray Wyatt has a birthday is today, when he passed away for a long time. So speaking of Bray Wyatt, on his birthday cake, so I think we so we will be honored to remember when him retired. No, to WWE fans has Bray Wyatt today on his birthday. So Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six had a birthday cake and celebrating for Bray Wyatt's legacy. It says, "Happy birthday to Bray Wyatt, who will have turned 38 today." Yeah, he has turned 38 today when he passed away, says about a year ago. It says, after Bray Wyatt will have turned 38 today, he is still missed by wrestling and fans all around the award. So let me see a couple more. So Andrew Bray Wyatt's son Nash must dress up like his dad for his 6th birthday party. So he looks like his dad. So let me pop on the screen a quick minute, guys. A quick fast. So that's a thing that his Bray Wyatt's son and that his dad. So then his son was dressed up, has a thing. He looks like his dad again. He was missed. To be rest in peace. So I bet both daughters missed his true brother of legacy of Bray Wyatt of late to honor, to remember him for a long time. It says, Uncle Hattie answered Wyatt 6 have returned to on Bray Wyatt's birthday. So it says, I'm into a day we honor the late and great Graham Retander birthday of Bray Wyatt, and this man gave everything he had to offer us, leaving nothing but a special legacy behind that nobody else could possibly replace. I hope you have found peace, and wherever you, we all miss you, Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace. So, Bray Wyatt was the best legacy he is. So, everybody loves Bray Wyatt for a long time. What a moment. So, this my birthday today is 25 years since the death of Owen Hart, also as of late 1999. After 5 years since the death of ANA Coma as well. I may indeed be at peace, and they are now. Rest in peace. So, we got somebody says are back right now. I was shocked. It says, so I wasn't 20, so may rest in peace. William Matanya Bray Wyatt returned 38 today. So we remember William Matanya has Bray Wyatt. So let me pop the screen in a quick minute. So this week to honor him and wish him happy great birthday, William Matanya of Bray Wyatt. Last is 2023. So this was sad to hear about Bray Wyatt's passing. So he was 38 birthday today. So it's an ornament to and remembers of Bray Wyatt on his birthday. So in his message, it said, "Happy birthday, my love. I felt you anywhere around me. I just let the kids and I talk about you. I said how much we miss you and I love you. I did how Daddy's is it nothing best if we woke up this morning and sing happy birthday to you the first thing. I was so glad you could be here today. So I think maybe a hard day, but it's all about supporting you. I hope you're up to your silence in heaven, and while we keep it up, down, and today is your day. I love you, and today, may him Mitanya and Bray Wyatt." So this was crazy of this about for back in 2023 again. So we said had him back, and now he's was left by us here today. This says, "My life for you, Uncle Harry." So I got big special announcement for you guys. So we got next wrestling tomorrow night. It'll be Sunday main event. Here's the second special announcement. So the second announcement is called Ice Wrestling. And it starts at 6 o'clock. And it'll be open at 6 o'clock. What's open we got AEW and WWE. It's coming here again. So here's my announcement today. So this was really good today. So TNA has a tribute of says thank you Sabu. Of him too. So that was a good Smackdown review tonight. So I'm gonna watch some On Your Seas sometime this week. I haven't seen that one yet. This is tapings. So I was thinking about almost my way to come back to WWE soon, I think. So we got more announcement for this weekend soon. So let me see. Triple H had more announcement for Money Bank into 2026, will be taking place in New Orleans until August 29th in 2026, starting next year. So let me see a couple more here. So here's a USC follows. It's at, I say, AJD Stadium and Gilbert Live Stadium at USC. This also is at USC right now. So here's a new training called the Sean St. that making that man Cody Rose. So I love doing to collect up my training cards I have done for years. Oh, it's more. It says, do you think executive freedom is a key to AEW? The source is told. So let me see any more news. So every night you have positive his ticket to a lot of maps. It's just 3 months away until next month on June the 7th. We got 2 more Slam Pack shows. That next Saturday night we got 2 shows. So I'm gonna be busy every single week. Lots of wrestling shows for me. So Cody won Money Bank 25 match. So I remember Fafa said your book has a women's tag team championships. So that's coming soon. So this is what's crazy. So Oscar Black Wrestling named his birthday cake too. So let me see a couple more. So Elizabeth posts about Bray Wyatt on his birthday too. Speaking of Elizabeth, let me see. Alexa Bliss. Bray Wyatt's birthday. So let me see here a minute. So it's a bunch. So let me see. So Corey Hayes has been tweeting this out. It says Bray Wyatt's birthday. So let me see a couple more here. And we will wrapping up in a couple minutes. Actually, we saw Sunny Vega at backstage and with Sasha Green to hit her. It says, nah, the height of difference of it's crazy. Into Sunny Vega one hit her idol, I think. So this was crazy. So I gotta say Candice LeRae is back. Glad to see her back. It's been about a year when she comes back. Here's Miss Golf. I watched that last night on Miss Golf on YouTube channel. And I watched it. So it's more. It says on my wife's birthday we to honor to every member of two brothers who have in heaven, and you got the whole world in your hands. Maybe Bowie has the couple and Bray Wyatt as well. So WWE has a good bookings of the masses, and they're not gonna push any talents, something like that. Well, it's more. It says Dominic Mysterio says he often thinks about bringing back the look he had when he was 8. So I'm gonna show you guys pop my screen here. So this is what it says right here. So he was 8. So he might bring him back. Like, looks like he was 8-year-old boy. So let me pop my screen quick minute here, guys. You guys want to see this? So it says, Dominic Mysterio says he was often thinks about bringing back the look he had when he was 8. So this one I want to see him back like he was 8. So that's what he said on his podcast with Wrestling Board CCC. So he might bring back to he was 8. So he might bring him back again. So he was 8-year-old boy. So this was crazy thing when I watched like an old clip of Dominic Mysterio he was 8-year-old boy. So let me see. Hold on, let me see here. I read this interview. He said, hold on, let me see here. It says, I was before he became a loud master here that the WWE Universe loves to boot today. And Dominic Mysterio was such a cool kid, caught in one of the most outrageous storylines of witness a question era. After back in 2005, after a great 80 gorilla was struck a bomb seal of the Mysterio family, so WWE Leslie has claimed that after he is the father of little Dominic Mysterio and not Rey Mysterio, after what thought was one of a kind wrestling, after with a possible 8-year-old Dominic Mysterio is staying at the center of it all in with an interview. After when WWE Intercontinental Champion revealed how much he was paid and what he did with the cash. After when Dominic Mysterio reacts on his fourth WWE PJ has a solo to a performer. It says it was in a recent interview with a Target podcast, and Jody Jump revealed that after for one of the appearance of WWE to hinder him, it was $500. It's not bad for a kid. After he was struck between two lenses, and he went Dominic recall that his parents is kept under wraps, but back then, so also they gave him a gossip number, but in kid Dom, it was the man who was stopped at Toys R Us, and he gave himself a bike, a Frankenstein hands. So he said, I got paid to tell you excited how much. I got paid for a five grandsons that was us for one of the events. And my parents showed me, I didn't normally they wanted to tell me they was us tell me they put it to the aside. So another date told me about this because I was asking how much did I get paid for this. I knew something was coming, and he said, and you got paid a $5 cool. Let's go to Toys R Us. I go to Toys R Us. I get myself a bike, and I always been into Universal Monsters, so they had these Frankenstein hands and lets me get a couple of those, he said, of Dominic. That's what he said all this time. So, this is what he said under his interview. So, let me see. Couple more here. We'll wrap it up. So, I was thinking about any more announcements soon. I think. So, let me see. Here's a new map. I'm doing that next. I'm going to get your place. It's coming up next. So, thank you for watching tonight's Smackdown tonight. So, we will wrap it up in a quick minute. It says WrestleMania 42 is moving from New Orleans to Las Vegas in 2026. I was a TKO call has to have a strong relationship with Las Vegas. Also, Otico got paid and turned inside if free in taxes created from Vegas this year. I just thought if it was, I think that we have a strongest sense of and more. So I was thinking about that too, I think. So let me see. Oh, it's more. This is Bunny Wilson announced on Instagram that she underwent a scalpel surgery. Okay. So let me see. Couple more. So I think it's ready for tomorrow night. So Robin Williams has been surpassed of 10 million followers on Instagram, becoming the seventh WWE superstar to reach that milestone. That's what he said. So, and my whole between this out is 5 years ago today, it says that neat. This is like Stampede Stadium about 5 years ago today. So let me see. Oh, here we got World Colliders coming up on, I'll say soon the 7th. And it starts at 3. So let me see what time is that come on. So let me see in a minute. So let me quick minute here, guys. So I'll say WWE Worlds Collide will be starting at Saturday on the 7th. It'll be the start time for the event is going not confirmed yet, but it will be able to watch live on the specific on Peacock of the United States and Netflix too. So let me see my time for the Money Bank. So let me see here. So Money in the Bank is starting at 7 p.m. is the time. It'll be on the United States on Peacock and it'll be on Netflix as well. And I think it'll be on Saturday on the 7th, 7 p.m. the specific time on Eastern time. So we haven't heard anything just yet. So let me see. So I was thinking about Cody Rhodes might come back soon into Money Bank. That's what he said. I think. So Benny Rose says that Wolfman is an universal monster that he wants to see Cody Rhodes fight. So I got more Money Bank qualified match for next week. So let me see any more matches for next week. So let me see here for next week on Smackdown. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see here in a minute. So let me see for next week. So we got 1 and 2. So we got two matches for next week on Smackdown coming at 9:15 Tennessee next week. So let you guys know. So let me go back on X. So let me see here. So do you think a significant must at one more match against AS Guy? I want more. I want one more. So yeah, please see me messing. So I want one more match. That's what she said. It's more. It says Bray Wyatt and Jason Baker with only the other three masks. Or so I'm waiting for Las Vegas for into next year. So that's what you said. So Drew McIntyre says that he's currently working hard and can't turn his head also away to left yet. So I might watch some all weights Ring of Honor Wrestling. I'm gonna watch that later. Or tomorrow. Maybe. I might finish it. This is WWE says announced that WWE, Triple A, and TV Worlds Collide will be available on WWE on YouTube channel in both Spanish and English. So Triple A has an announcement for next already. This is Money in the Bank next year. So let me see. So I was thinking about AEW and NXT to play with all is all, I think. So let me see a couple more. So Sasha Green had a meeting with Messenger Plea in a hotel room. So do you think if 6-man tag team match has reportedly been pitched for Money in the Bank? So we'll see Logan Paul, Travis Scott, John Cena will take on the Usos and Cody Rhodes. This is what it says here, I think. So let me see a couple more here. This is Hurricane Holmes. So let me see. Oh, that's cool. Vengeance is supposedly his on his tour bus with his tattoos. So let me see a couple more here. It says Solo is not happy about and make all this announcement, and meanwhile Sega says, "I love you, Solo." That's what he said. So let me see. It says, "Nah, Leslie is such a queen outside with Lily doll, with her at best days." So let me see a couple more here. So we got 5 minutes here. Let me wrap it up for the next one. For the next video. So let me see. So I was thinking about a time to focus on reading a single sentence of Black Baleo was a gold on her pistol. That's what she said. And for your packets. So we will wrap it up right now. So have a great Friday. Have a rest of the weekend. I'll say, guys, tomorrow night, Saturday Night Main Event. We do next video tomorrow night. And we will see you guys on Sunday for AEW Double or Nothing. We got 2 more reviews for this week. We got review tomorrow night and Sunday night. So we might do it live for next week on Monday Night Raw. There's so much more. So have a rest of your Friday, have a rest of your weekend. So have a great Friday, have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.